One of the biggest concerns when dealing with our medications is what to do with them once they are expired or you no longer need them. As a pharmacist, you can provide your patients with one of the most convenient and secure ways to dispose of unused or expired medications, an in-store take-back program. In Kansas, there are two types of in-store take-back programs, with the main difference being that one can include controlled substances and one cannot. The Kansas Department of Health and Environment, in partnership with the Kansas Board of Pharmacy, has designed the Kansas Medication Disposal Program. This program does not allow for the collection of controlled substances. In order to participate in this program, you first have to apply. One common question for this program is, who is allowed to drop off items at my pharmacy? This program is intended to provide a drop-off location for households, long-term care facilities, and hospice care facilities. It is not intended to create collection sites for hospitals, physicians' offices, or other businesses. Those types of locations will need to identify other alternatives to deal with their waste. To run one of these take-back programs, a location must display a poster of accepted medications, have a pharmacist present, have medications handed to a pharmacy employee, place material in a secured container that is labeled, located in a secure area of the pharmacy, and locked when pharmacist is not present, and decide if they are comfortable accepting unidentified or unknown medications. For this program, you may accept prescription medications, over-the-counter medications, pet medications, vitamins, liquid medications in leak-proof containers, medicated ointments and lotions, and inhalers. You may not accept controlled substances, narcotics or illegal drugs, bloody or infectious waste, personal care products, hydrogen peroxide, aerosol cans, thermometers, IV bags, sharps, empty containers, and bandages. Collected medications can be sent to a permitted medical waste facility or a permitted municipal solid waste landfill with a special waste authorization from KDHE. You have to record pounds of medications collected, identify the waste facility you sent the medications to, retain copies of solid waste disposal authorizations and invoices, and report to KDHE annually. In addition to the material allowed to be collected in the KDHE program, the second option for an in-store take-back program allows for the collection of controlled substances. As you can imagine, the inclusion of controlled substances requires a few different rules for this program. In order to be a collection site for controlled substances, you have to be a registered site, securely fasten the receptacle to a permanent structure, have a sign indicating only Schedules 2 through 4 controlled substances and non-controlled substances are accepted that also clearly states no Schedule 1 or illicit and dangerous substances are allowed, and not allow staff to handle the controlled substances. All materials have to be placed in the drop box by the ultimate user. Physical collection receptacles must have a permanent outer container with a removable liner and an opening big enough to allow items to be added to the inner liner, but small enough to prevent removal of the contents once added. The unit must also be capable of being locked at times when an employee is not present. In order to comply with program requirements, the inner lining of the receptacle must be waterproof, tamper-evident, tear-resistant, clearly marked with liner size, removable and sealable immediately upon removal without emptying or touching contents, and marked with a unique, trackable identification number. Once removed from the collection receptacle, liners and all contents must be sealed and promptly destroyed or delivered by a common or contract carrier to the registered location of a reverse distributor or distributor for destruction, or be picked up by a reverse distributor at your registered location. Regardless of where the material is destroyed, it must be rendered non-retrievable. For more information on the DEA requirements for disposal of material collected at a registered collection site, please see Title 21 of the Federal Code of Regulations, Part 1317, Subpart C. To become an authorized collector in Kansas, you must modify your registration online at www.deadiversion.usdoj.gov. For more information on becoming an authorized collector, please visit the Kansas Board of Pharmacy information page at the address on your screen. For locations of law enforcement sites already registered as controlled substance disposal locations, please go to www.rxdrugdropbox.org. Providing a secure location for patients to dispose of expired or no longer needed medications will help in keeping these items out of the hands of those they were not intended for and hopefully protect those in your community.